Oh, um, uh, Hi, welcome to today's lesson, reading and writing. Okay, so let's make a start. Okay, so please look at pages 15 and 16 in your reading book. Okay, the pages that you can see on the screen now. Read A to H with me and put the sentences in order with me. Okay, so I want you to read the sentence as I read the sentence. So we read together. And then we will write the answer together. A. Arun. Ugh, animal stories are boring. B. Sopa. A ghost story. Are you scared? C. Sopa. No, they're not. Don't you know Charlotte's Web? It's great. D. Sopa. Well, I feel scared when I read them. I prefer animal stories. E. Arun. It's a ghost story called Midnight Castle. F. Sopa. Hi Arun, what are you reading? G. Arun. About the pig and the spider. Okay, fine. That's a good story. H. Arun. No, of course not. It's only a story. So those are the sentences. And now we must put them in the correct order. So the first one, it tells us, is F. So let's get my pen. Here we go. Here's the pen. Okay, so F is the first one. So let's cross out F. Okay, so we know that's already done. It's finished. Okay, so number 2. What sentence would be number 2? So, hi Arun, what are you reading? So, the next sentence should be an answer. So let's look. Animal stories are boring. It's not really an answer. That's more of a statement. A ghost story, are you scared? Well, it cannot be that one because it's another question, so it won't be that one. Sopa, no, they're not. Don't you know Charlotte's Web? It's great. Hey, again, here is a question, so I don't think that one. What's D? Well, I feel scared when I read them. I prefer animal stories. Hey, again, that's a statement. So it won't really be that. It's not answering a question. It's a ghost story called Midnight Castle. Okay, so I think it's this one. Because this is answering this one. What are you reading? It's a ghost story called Midnight Castle. So this one must be E. So let's. Oh, I can't see it now. Where's it? E. Okay, so let's scribble over E. Okay, so what would number 3 be? It's a ghost story called Midnight Castle. So A. Ugh, animal stories are boring. But again, it won't be this one because he's talking about animals. The book is a ghost story. He doesn't say it's an animal. B. Sopa. A ghost story. Are you scared? Okay, so a ghost story. Well, he says here, a ghost story. It's a ghost story. So, a ghost story. So, B must be number 3. So, let's scribble out B. Okay, so now the 4th one. Are you scared? Okay, A. Arun. Ugh. Animals stories are boring. Okay, again, that's not really anything about being scared. That's boring, not scared. C. No, they're not. Don't you know Charlotte's Web? It's great. Okay, this is a question really. It's great is just his or her opinion. But she's asking a question. We'll say Sopa is she and Arun is he. Sopa. Well, I feel scared when I read them. I prefer animal stories. Okay, well, she's saying about scared, so maybe that one. Let's go to the next. Not this one, not this one, because we have done. So G, Arun, about the pig and the spider. Okay, fine, that's a good story. This is not answering this question. This is talking about a pig and a spider. It's not asking about ghosts or being scared. But H, Arun, no, of course not. It's only a story. Okay, so no, of course not. So here he is saying he is not. He is not scared because it's only a story. Okay, so H will be the answer for number 4. So let's scribble out H. Okay, so we're halfway. So number 5. What would number 5 be? So let's read 4 again. No, of course not. It's only a story. Okay, so let's go to the top. Arun, animal stories are boring. Not B, C. No, they're not. Don't you know Charlotte's Web? It's great. D. Sopa. Well, I feel scared when I read them. I prefer animal stories. Could be this one because she's speaking about being scared when she reads them. He's saying he's not scared. So it could be this one. It's not this one. It's not this one. G. Arun. About the pig and the spider. Okay, fine. That's a good story. Okay, so this isn't the one either. Because this is about the pig and the spider. So the answer, I think, is this one. Well, I feel scared when I read them. I prefer animal stories. So D is the answer for number 5. So we now have 5. Now number 6. Well, I feel scared when I read them. I prefer animal stories. Let's go to the top. A. Arun. Ugh, animal stories are boring. Okay, well that sounds right to me. I think it's A. I think A goes here. Oh, I didn't erase A, did I? Scribble, scribble. Okay, scribble over A. Right. So now number 7. We only have 2 more. We have Sopa. No, they're not. Don't you know Charlotte's Web? It's great. G. Arun. About the pig and the spider. Okay, fine. That's a good story. Okay, so here Arun is saying animal stories are boring. And here Arun is saying it's a good story. Okay, so it must be this one. It must be Sopa. No, they're not. Don't you know Charlotte's Web? It's great. Okay, so C must be the answer for number 7. Okay, so if that's number 7, then number 8 must be G, because it's the only one left. Okay, so now we have our correct conversation. So let's read it in the correct order. So F. Sopa. Hi Arun, what are you reading? E. It's a ghost story called Midnight Castle. A ghost story? Are you scared? Arun. No, of course not. It's only a story. Sopa. Well, I feel scared when I read them. I prefer animal stories. Arun. Ugh, animal stories are boring. Sopa. No, they're not. Don't you know Charlotte's Web? It's great. Arun. About the pig and the spider. Okay, fine. That's a good story. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense now. You can now read that and see that it's a conversation. Let's go to the next slide. So we will now do a quick recap of the vocabulary that we have done in this lesson, and I think there's a few new ones here. So let's have a closer look. Author. J.K. Rowling is the author of Harry Potter. Boring. This historical book is so boring. Brave. He is a very brave soldier. Great. My brother gets a great opportunity to work at the United Nations. Imagine. The director tries to imagine the interesting scene in the movies. Important. English is one of the most important languages nowadays. Nowadays means like today or the days around today in this time. Joke. He always tells jokes when his friends feel down. So when you feel down, you are sad, you are unhappy. Novel. My sister likes to read a classic novel. Novel is another word for a storybook. Prefer. I prefer reading books to watching movies. And the last one, title. The title of this novel has a good meaning. Okay, so that's the vocab. It tells you the words in Thai, so you don't need to look it up for homework. But you do have homework. I'm very sorry, but you do have homework. Place the sentences in the correct order. Matt. Yeah, okay. See you later. Bye. Fred. Let me think now. Oh yes, he wrote Carrie, The Shining, and The Green Mile. Matt. Stephen King. Is he a new author? Matt. That sounds good. Who wrote it? Fred. Hi Matt. It's a book about a haunted car. Fred. No, he has been writing books for years. Matt. Cool. I'll have to check him out. Fred. Yeah, he is a good writer. I have to go now. Bye. Fred. It was written by Stephen King. Matt. Oh, what other books has he written? Matt. Hi Pete. What are you reading? So your homework is to write that conversation into the correct order. Take the photo and send to the reading and writing room. So that's all from me. I will say goodbye and I'll see you next lesson. So bye bye.